side. Thank you so much for inviting me. It was like I want to start with one quote. Like I want to tell you one fact about my life. I wanted to take admission here in Walton College of Engineering, Sangli, but due to low CET score and all those things, I did not got admission here. And it feels immense pleasure and feeling lucky can being here as your like guide. Okay? So we will start. So are you comfortable in English, Hindi, or Marathi, or mixing of? Huh?
All languages.
All. Mix, na? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll be talking in Marathi, Hindi, and English. So bear me for some minutes as I don't know. I'll first brief about my SSB attempts. So I have been in SSB 15 times. So I have attended Army's 6 SSBs, Air Force 5, and Navy's 4. So in this I got recommended for AFCAT 2 times. For AFCAT 2021 course and AFCAT 2022. So there, as you are able to see, there was a difference in these two recommendations. So my recommendations were in 4th, 11th, and 14th attempt. 4th, 11th was of Air Force and 14th was of Army. Again, after I went in 15th attempt, that was my screen out attempt. So you might be aware of this SSB procedure. First, I will tell you what is SSB, what are the defense career options that you are here, for that purpose you are here. Okay. First of all, we are focusing only on officer entries, as most of the people from your background are from engineers, I guess. So mainly we will be focusing on engineering type of entries and the entries you are eligible for. Again, अगर मुझे अभी डिफेंस के बारे में ऑफिसर एंट्रीज के बारे में बताना है, after 12th it gets started. First is your NDA entry, that is very famous. We all know that NDA Kadak Vasla and all those things. NDA entries, as you all know, UPSC written exam. After that, SSB. After that, in 12th you will get 2 types of other entries. That depending on your board marks and your JEE rank. That is your TS entry. That is all for Army. You will get admission in Officer Training Academy, Gaya. And from 10 plus 2 BTech entry, Naval entry. That is Indian Naval Academy, Ezimala, Kerala. So these are the entries. So I'll be mainly focusing on graduate entries that you are eligible for. Mainly, so for Army, first we will cover up with SSC Tech entry. SSC Tech entry is based upon your engineering marks. They will shortlist you and you will get a call letter for SSB and rest SSB procedure that we will be having a look on it afterwards. SSC Tech. And training for this SSC Tech entry, it happens in Officer Training Academy, Chennai. It is short service commission entry. That means you will get 14 years of job in Army. After that, you have to look for another career option. Otherwise, if your performance and your annual records are good, you will get permanent commission from Army itself. So this was first SSC Tech entry. Second, similar to this, only on based on engineering percentage marks, they will shortlist you and you will be called for SSB. That the entry we are talking about TGC, Technical Graduate Course entry. In this you will get permanent commission. That is until the age of 60 you are able to serve. And the training will be happening in Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. So these are the 2 Army entries that are direct. Third is, if someone in you have done your NCC C certificate, then you are able to go in that entry also. 50 vacancies will be there per year, 2 entries. SSC Tech also 2 entries per year. TGC entry per year 2 and NCC also 2. But in NCC you will get short service commission, that is in OTA itself. So this SSC Tech entry, NCC recommended candidates, these 2 people, type of people, they get trained together. Okay. So these are the Army's direct entries. So talking about now written entries of Army. You might be heard of the name of the exam, CDS, Combined Defense Services exam. From this exam, we can go to 4 academies. First is Air Force Academy. Second is Indian Military Academy. Third is Indian Naval Academy. And fourth is Officers Training Academy, Chennai. So for Army, 2 academies are there through CDS entry. So what is the difference? So I'll tell, for OTA only, you are having general knowledge paper and English paper. For CDS, IMA, AFA and INA, maths is added. Specifically for CDS IMA, CDS AFA, it is okay to be having graduation of BA, BSc, BCom, but it is mandatory that for Air Force, for physics and maths, you should be having 60 marks in your 12th. And for Army, CDS IMA, only graduation is needed, no percentage criteria. Specifically for Navy, you should be an engineer for applying through CDS INA entry. Okay? And OTA is easy, as it is short service commission. Girls are also eligible for OTA. Only boys are eligible for four of these academies, and girls are only for OTA entry. Okay? So these people who are getting selected through CDS OTA, girls will be also there and boys will be also there. The SSC Tech people and NCC people, these three join together and they get trained at Officers Training Academy, Chennai. Okay? So this was about written entry of CDS. Now we will focus on naval entry that are direct. Okay? Firstly, there was an entry named as Navy Tech entry. It was based on engineering marks only. But in COVID, before COVID, 1 year, they started with a written exam named as INET, Indian Navy Entrance Test. So this exam happened one time only. After that, COVID came. So they again started the entry with engineering percentage only. Right now, it is going on also. Okay? So in that, you will get 14 years of short service commission in Indian Naval Academy. So there are many trades in that, like GSX, that is general service in normal category. Then GS engineering is there. Then GS electrical is there. So based upon your engineering branch, different number of vacancies are there, and different types of courses you are eligible for in Navy. There are many courses. I will list out. GSX, as I said, GS engineering, GS hydro cadre, NAIC, that is naval armament introspect cadre, that is related to weaponry system of Indian Navy. Again, I'm being left with education, then law, sport, constructor. These types of many different types of vacancies are there, and depending upon these courses, different vacancies are there. For mechanical, for example, mechanical eligible for GSX, GS engineering, again education. Again, if people are having MTech, MBA, their dependency and their vacancies, it depends on them. So first main thing is reading the notification whole. It helps us a lot because all your doubts and queries will get resolved in that. So that is a very important thing. Never miss out any information. So that was about Navy's direct entry, that is INET. And as I mentioned earlier, CDS INA. After writing GK, English and Maths, elementary mathematics, that paper, you are eligible for Navy. And specifically, engineers are only eligible for Navy. Okay? So we have covered Navy's all the entries except one. That is UVS entry, that is University Entry Scheme. It happens in the third year of engineering, your engineering. If you are in the third year and if you are not having any backlogs, then you will be called for pre-SSB. Do you know, anyone knows about pre-SSB? Where it happens? In 2019, it happened in Sanjay Gaurav University. In this pre-SSB, there will be like short day one procedure, that is screening and group discussion. And based on this, they will shortlist you for SSB. Then you will get a call letter for SSB. Then you will be going there, and then the procedure of SSB. That is the UVS entry, University Entry Scheme. After that, I guess I have covered Navy's all entries. There is NCC entry is also there. You might know there are 3 wings in NCC: Army wing, Naval wing, and Air wing. So Naval wing is not common here. It is, I guess, in Pune and Mumbai only. So those people are eligible for NCC's naval entries. Okay. So we have covered all the naval entries. For Air Force conducts their exam separately. That is AFCAT, Air Force Common Admission Test. From this, you will get PC also, that is Permanent Commission also, Short Service Commission also, until AFCAT 2022 only. Right now, the notification for AFCAT 2023, it is going on. But in that, you will not get any Permanent Commission. That is the thing to be noted. So, Air Force have stopped their entries for hiring candidates for Permanent Commission. If you want to go to Air Force as a Permanent Commission officer, there is only one entry, that is NDA entry, and NCC Air Wings, that entries. Okay. So first we covered Air Force Common Admission Test. In this, there are 3 types of areas. First is flying. Second is ground duty technical. Third is ground duty non-technical. For flying, your physics and maths percentage, it should be above 60. That is your marks. Again, that is the only mandatory thing for flying. For ground duty technical, that is our people, engineers. Okay. Firstly, there was one test until AFCAT 2 2022, EKT, Engineering Knowledge Test. Along with AFCAT exam, there was a test EKT, 50 questions, 150 marks, 3 marks per question. They used to conduct that, but they observed that cutoff is being very less, and they are getting very less people recommended. So those vacancies were like previous 2 years, many vacancies remain vacant only. So they have stopped EKT also. So it is easy for you people now to get into Air Force Technical, because there is no EKT and you will be focusing on AFCAT exam, one paper only. So ground duty technical. So in that, 2 categories are there, AEM and AEL, that is aeronautical engineering in mechanical, aeronautical engineering in electronics. These 2 paths are there in technical. So after in like non-tech, administration is there, logistics is there. Again, law candidates are there. If anyone is doing his law or her law, they are eligible for law. That is ground duty non-tech. Again, add-on logistics, law, and third one is accounts. Last one, accounts. I guess no one will be eligible from here. Okay. So depending on your graduation, these are the paths in the Air Force we can get. For flying, you should be knowing that your medical conditions first of all. That is very important part. Again, for flying, there are some medical standards different than ground duty. You should be able to differentiate this. You might have seen the AFCAT notification, like some of the people mentioned that they have filled the notification for AFCAT 1/2023. So in that, there are separate medical conditions for flying also, ground also. So you should be able to differentiate that, especially the people with having specs and all this. Okay? So yeah. So this one was the first entry, written. The one Air Force is conducting. Second, that I mentioned earlier, through CDS AFA. But in that, vacancies are very less, and it is a permanent commission entry. From that entry, you can go as a permanent commission officer in Air Force. So there are 2 only entries, from NDA and CDS AFA. From this, you will get permanent commission, and AFCAT is only short service commission. Okay. So I guess I have covered all the entries of Army, Air Force, and Navy. So I'll tell what is the life of like being a defense officer, like what are the things that we should keep in mind. You should look this as a optional career option or primary career options. Okay, you will be having many different doubts. First of all, I will tell you this officer entry, being an officer, that means you will get gazetted A class status under Ministry of Defense, and you will be working for central government. Your supreme commander will be president. That is, word gazetted means you will be appointed by president. You will be taking oath in your passing out parade, and you will be taking that oath to president only. So you will be directly working for our constitution. Okay, that means gazetted status. Gazetted class A officers, I will give you examples. Your IS officers, IPS officers, and state services class 1 officers. That is, you might have heard Naib Tahsildar, those posts. Those are class 1. Again, PSI, STI, ASO, these are class 2. Okay. So first you will get gazetted A status. Again, if you are looking for this career option as a secondary, then you should be thinking about it like twice, because first and most important thing what matters is, are you willing to serve into defense forces or not? You will be getting paid good salary. Okay, it is like it will be adequate to fill your expenses and all those things. Your financial standard, it will get raised. There are many things. So I will give you salary details also. I will tell you about ranking and promotions, what are the ranks, how it is different, like Army's ranks, Navy's ranks, Air Force ranks, how they are different. But if you are getting recommended from any entry, that is from Army you will get lieutenant, from Air Force you will get flying officer, and from Navy you will get sub-lieutenant. 3 names are different, but salary level will be same, and the work culture will be different, obviously, because it is Army, Navy, Air Force. Third thing, about defense forces, as you know, the Supreme Commander is President of India. So you will be working for country only. Being an Indian, we all know that there are instabilities in government, present government, previous government, upcoming, Virodhi Paksh, anything. Okay? We know this. Being an Indian, we know these things. We know that there are many, minus points about us. We are still developing country. We are not developed. Like our health sector, and you might know that there are many, corruption scams. We all know this. Then also, we are going and serving for our country. Many people will say that, yeah, we are not perfect. Why are we going into defense? But it is not like that. It is a selfless service. Okay. What matters is your urge to join defense forces. Okay. Cracking this exam, cracking SSB, I guess it will be an easy part for you if you are clear with your head mindset. As I said, looking at these examinations as the primary options or secondary options. That's what matters for going into the defense forces. So, being an officer, you will be getting so many things to experience that you will not get in civil life, or we can call it a corporate life, or in any other government job. For example, I will mention you one thing. You might have heard names of like tanks, tank T-72, T-90, Bhishma, Arjun. These are our main battle tanks. You will not be able to see a running tank as a civilian. Never. But as a defense officer, you will be riding that. You will be driving that. It costs 500 crores one tank. For making one fighter pilot, for one candidate, 1,600 crore rupees are required. Do you know this? So these are the things, you will not get these things as a civilian, or as a commercial flying, or as any other government job. Okay. Third things, you will be getting interaction with other foreign countries, armies, navies, Air Force. As we know, there are many exercises going on, or they goes on. Malabar exercise, you might have heard, it is very famous. Quad countries, you might have heard, their exercise is also there. So these are the exercises. You will be getting interaction with Australian Navy, French Navy, UK Navy. Okay. So these are the different things that you will experience as an defense officer. So, again, I want to mention one more thing. Being an officer, what that means? We are having Agniveer entries also for soldier people. They also come for serving country. No job is a less or more. Okay. Being in a corporate, you are paying tax for country. That is also a service to country. Being a defense officer also, you are providing direct service to country. All the jobs are same. Okay. In your college, some people might be having our health workers, Safai Karmacharis. Their job, our job, we and all those people, we are same. First of all, you should know this about respecting each and everyone. Traffic hawaldar who will be standing in our Pushparaj Chowk, in front of Sangli bus stand, bus driver, auto driver, everyone is working. Everyone's job, everyone's business, that is equal. That's what I feel. Okay. First of all, we are all humans. After that, we are engineers and all other people. So, what matters is your mindset about joining the forces. It should be clear. I want to serve for our country. Any consequences and any pluses and minuses that I will be handling. For joining the defense forces, your brain should be clear. You should not put any expectations. I will get much more salary. I will get uniform. I will get to command. These are the fascinations. Okay. For joining it, your expectations should be neutral, not negative, not positive. They should be neutral. And if you go in that and if you adopt the environment directly, it will help you as a career. Because what matters most? Tell me. In any career option, what matters most? Right. All are right. Job satisfaction. That's what matters. So, for that thing, your head should be clear from now on. If someone is getting he likes decision making, he likes controlling things, administration, he wants to work for government directly, then he can go to IAS, IPS. And this is like selfless service. First of all, you should know this. You are serving your country. For that service, you are getting paid. Main thing is service here. Okay. So this was about the like being an officer. How does it feel and how is it? So now I will give you a brief introduction over our SSB procedure. Like what is the procedure? What they look for? What are the like who are these officer people? How are they different from normal human being? Why they select only less number of candidates for being a defense officer? No? So what is that? I will explain you. What are those qualities that they look for in like candidate? Second, reasoning ability, organizing ability, and power of expression. So, effective intelligence. Can someone tell me where is effective intelligence gets utilized in our normal life or your college, job? Is someone able to?
Problem solving.
Okay.
Decision making.
So problems will be like different problems, academic problems, financial problems. Yeah. Again. Anyone else?
Utilizing proper resources available.
Right. Okay. Again, anyone? So, effective intelligence, what does it say? Effective intelligence is if you are having one situation in front of you and you are applying your mind, you are applying your knowledge that you have studied until now, being an age like 20, 21, whatever, 22. That knowledge, your experience, you are applying that knowledge and solving that issue based upon that thing. There are many types of problem solving. You might know that in your examination there are course outcomes, CO1, CO2. Those are different. The types of questions will be different. Analytical questions will be there. Then remember category question will be there. Then different categories question will be there, like analytic, problem solving. If you are solving one numerical, what that means ki it is known as interpretation. We are learning one formula or theory, and based upon that we are putting values in numerical and we are getting answer. This is known as interpretation type of questions. Analytical, that means we are learning one theorem and we will be solving one problem, a real time problem given by them. For example, coding people, it is analytical. Okay. And third one, as I said, remember. You just have to read, you just have to write that. That means definition, theorem. Okay. Those are the things. So in effective intelligence, as I said, your real life experiences, what you have been through in your life, it develops your that factor, effective intelligence. Okay. Second, reasoning ability. That is the problem solving approach. If bike's tire is punctured, where should I will take it? Where I should take the bike? You will be knowing some garages in your area, so you will be thinking, yeah, this garage will be open, this will be not. So you will be taking your bike there. That is known as reasoning ability. Okay. Reasoning ability, you might have seen verbal and non-verbal reasoning for your placement activities. You might have seen reasoning and like mirror image, water image.
Yes.
It is okay. It comes in non-verbal. In verbal, there will be like syllogism, seating arrangement, those type of questions. Organizing ability. That means you will be having number of resources in your hand. If you are utilizing them or not. Being an Valchandian, you will be having good academics, placement opportunities. So if you go to SSB, they will look that. Candidate has came here from Valchan College of Engineering. He has utilized the resource of placement or not. They will see that. Okay. So first of all, the main thing is not wasting the resources. That is what really very important thing. Like he will ask you what is your internet usage. If you use mobile phone for 3 hours, he will ask you how much time for each app. So you should be able to take that. If you are telling for Instagram 2 hours, YouTube half an hour, WhatsApp half an hour, so he will ask you questions based upon what do you see on YouTube. So he will be checking that if you are utilizing the resources in a proper way or not. Okay? Power of expression. That means I'm standing in front of you and I'm talking with you. I'm having eye contact. I'm able to convey my knowledge to you in a normal language only. I'm not speaking like a Shashi Tharoor. Also, I'm not speaking like illiterate. Okay? I'm able to convey my knowledge, and you are all able to get me. Is that right?
Yes.
So that is what matters. What you want to speak or what you want to tell, if you are able to put that in a normal words, that only this. Okay? Some of you might have gone to SSB. They give one instruction there in SSB. If you get stuck in English, okay? If you get stuck in English, you can switch to Hindi and try to return to English as soon as possible. So English is a preferred language in SSB. I said word preferred, not compulsory. When I went to SSB, first SSB, my 70% SSB, it was in Hindi only. Okay, I do hail from very rural background. I was also engineer, but if you don't speak up with our friends in English, that thing it becomes our limitation. So it doesn't matter. Actually, what is the power of expression? What do you want to tell that you are able to convey it or not? Okay.
Social activity. Mouse smoker. Mouse.
Okay. So factor 2. Just forget this part. Huh? This is not like official. Mind, heart, guts and limbs. Okay. It is just for representation purpose. Factor 1. Factor 1, common name for it is intelligence. For factor 2, heart. Heart means the factor is known as social factor. So what is social adaptability? Many of the people studying in Walchand, they will be from different districts. They will be coming from various types of backgrounds. But we are together here. Okay, we are getting adjusted here. We are not saying that he is from Punjab, he is from Haryana, he is from Dhule, Jalgaon, Nandurbar, Nagpur. So we are not differentiating anyone. And that Nagpur person, he is getting adjusted here. He is making friends here. That is what is social adaptability. If you go to you are in college now, we are like-minded people. We are getting adjusted here easily because it is our comfort zone, my comfort zone. Okay. So, what if you go to Sangli stand and you talk with the local people? You will see there is a type of communication barrier. Then also you are able to convey your thoughts, request him, say your thing, and get your work done. That is known as social adaptability. Okay? Cooperation. Cooperation means I will tell you. As a MESA committee, they have organized my session. Okay? Omkar might think that, I'm just giving this example. Omkar might think that it should be of 3 hours. Someone else might think that it should be 1 hour, 2 hours. Someone might think that we will call him for next Sunday also. We will organize it in 2 parts. It is like that. So there are difference of opinions in between us. But with those difference of opinions, okay, one formal word for difference of opinions is, we can call it argument. But argument might sound negative. That's why we say it a difference of opinion. Okay, it is not we are quarreling over one issue. It is just different of opinion. So supporting these points, I will say, 2 hours are enough. We can have a glance over it and it is enough. So I am giving one logical reason. Okay. So that logical reason binds your group together, that everyone thinks that yes, he is speaking right. Yeah, we should go with him. That is cooperation. He gave one point, I supported his point. And due to this support, all are thinking that we can work together. So it is known as cooperation. Sense of responsibility. That means direct relation of SOR. It comes with your job. Being an engineer, you will be going to SSB. He will ask, are you doing any job or not? If you are a final year candidate, no worries. But you are passed out student and then you are going to SSB, then according to me, you should be having job. He will ask you, are you a mechanical engineer? You will say yes. So what are you doing nowadays? So preparing for defense. So how do you prepare? So you will say that 7 to 8 hours I am giving preparation. He will not select you. Why? They don't want such person who is like preparing for defense only. Okay. If you are doing good in your life, you will do good in SSB. That's what matters. So focus on doing good in your life rather than preparing for SSB. How? I will tell you afterwards while we look at the SSB part. So that is sense of responsibility. So like investing your 4 years here in different city or you might be local. Your 4 years. You will be investing finance. You will be investing your emotions also. Okay. You have told your mind, na, I will stay here for 4 years. I will study. That is also investment. Having these 3 or 4 types of investment, if you are not getting a job, then there comes a question on your personality. Why he invested his 4 years here? For which thing? Being an engineer, we should be having job. Okay? So that is SOR. So there are many different things in SOR also, like following rules. If I am not following rules, then I don't have sense of responsibility. It is like that also. It doesn't directly come to job, but jobs percentage about SOR is very, very important. Okay? So guts means what amount of courage we can see or show. So initiative that means if you are facing one problem in your hostel, okay, one person comes, he goes to rector and he tells that, sir, this tap is not working, sir, that fan is not working. It might be of my room, it might be of my friend's room, but I have taken initiative and I am telling you. So this is the initiation factor. Okay.
Mouse.
It is initiation factor. You should be having this type of attitude that you might see that this area of the college, it is much garbage is there. So you will be thinking that why should I keep that garbage outside, or why should I collect it? No worries that. As a friend, 4 to 5 people, you go on Sunday, you will feel good. Okay, go collect that garbage, put it wherever. Okay, so it is like initiative, self-confidence. That means if you are doing something, you are able to do that or not, as you have thought. That there comes our self-confidence. From where it comes? It comes through your preparation, it comes through your knowledge, it comes through your understandings. Okay. After that, speed of decision. In speed of decision, I will tell you, as a defense officer, you will be controlling ship, you will be directing soldiers. Okay, they will be following your command. If there is one situation that you have to make one decision, either to go behind terrorists or not. If you are not deciding it properly, hundreds and thousands of people will die because of your decision, wrong decision. And no decision is like right or wrong. What I call it, there are like adequate decision. Like depending upon the situation, what you are doing, it is known as decision. Okay, there are no right and wrong decisions. First of all, you should know this. Ability to influence the group. Okay, as I said earlier, I mentioned one logical point that I will tell you. There is like Royal Enfield. We all know that. Okay, I will tell you. Don't buy Royal Enfield. It is not good. Okay, first statement. Second statement, I will tell you that don't buy Royal Enfield because its mileage is very less and your maintenance cost is very high. Okay. So, on which statement you will be convincing to me? First statement or second? Second. Obviously, because I gave 2 reasons. You also think that these are the right problems. So I found logical reason. Then I expressed it in front of you. That's why you accepted that. You as a whole class around 25-30 people. So that is known as ability to influence the group. Where it comes from? From logic, from knowledge. Okay. Then liveliness. Liveliness is something that if you carry one smile, spark in your eyes or not. If I am speaking, in less voice, it feels different, huh?
Yes.
So for liveliness, you should be having your same energy level that you are having after waking up until your day ends, until you sleep. If there is any change in attitude, our parents ask, no, यार क्या हुआ है तुझे? गलत क्यों sound कर रहा है आज? डांट क्यों रहा है सबको? है ना? So it should not be like that. Liveliness, it should be constant throughout the year, throughout the, you are having worries of your exams. Then also you should, felicitate or wish your friend, good morning, yaar, good afternoon, good night. It doesn't take much time, yaar. It is just 1 second. So it is known as liveliness. That is your smile, spark, energy. It is in there you or not. Factor 4. It is known as limbs. It is determination. So what is determination? Having 3 backlogs in 1 year, then also clearing it in make a examination. That is known as determination. Okay. Going for SSB 10 or 12 times until we get selected. That is determination. Giving UPSC civil services until age 30. That is your determination. It should be there in you. Okay. That determination factor is very important. That has played a great role in my life, in my selection. Okay. And determination is directly linked to motivation. And what is that motivation like? From the person like me, I do take motivation from anything. I'll give you one example now. Okay. We had a national anthem here, right now. Okay. You might have observed that national anthem, we have, we used to do this in our school only. In 11th, 12th and here, it was not there. It is a good thing, na? We go to theaters, there is national anthem. So you should feel good about these things. These things are not normal. It might be of only 52 seconds and it is just between 25 to 30 people. But it was a good thing. Okay? So you should be able to take motivation from anything. If someone is working for his family, he is poor, then also he is, giving his kids a good education. He is not having any addiction to anything. So it can be taken from that person also. So find for such things. Small motivation, big motivation. There are many things. You'll be seeing many idols, MS Dhoni, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi. Many people, we have seen them crying last week. Have you seen?
Yes.
It shows that their determination and it is urge to win the World Cup. FIFA. So it is like that. Courage. Courage means, courage factor, they look into you after like in SSB. I'll tell you that afterwards. Courage is what, if you are deciding something and if you are able to do that or not. If you are, leaving it behind, you are giving up on that, then it is not like you are having courage. Courage, like, it should be like, yes, I will do this. I will do anything for this, but I will do this. That is for sure. That is known as courage. I will jump from here. I will hang to fan, by my hands. I will break this door. It is known as courage. Yes, I will be able to make this. Okay? So, and stamina. Stamina means there are 2 types of stamina. It's one physical, one mental. Physical, mental. These both the things are interlinked. I'll give you one example. Okay? If I go on a run, first of all, I was able to run only 500 meters. So my mind was like, yeah, running is very difficult. I will not be able to run. Okay? How people, run marathons and all those things. How is it? So I never ran. I only used to run 500 meters only. 4 or 5 sprints, that's it. I was over. Then I started running. I went up to like 3 kilometers, 3.5 kilometers. My legs used to hurt a lot. Okay? Because I was not in, indulged in running before. Again I started. Then I pushed myself. Then I went up to 5 kilometers. Then again I pushed 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I am able to run a half marathon. That is a 21 kilometers. So it is, how much times? First of all, I was able to run only 500 meters. I doubled it. Then I increased it by 1 by 1. So now my mental stamina is 42 times than my first mental stamina. Okay. And as you can see, 21 kilometers, it is not a joke. It takes too much physical efforts. So you will be having physical stamina also, mental stamina also. So these are the how things are interlinked. Stamina. Okay. So these were the like 15 OLQs, officer-like qualities, that they check. Okay, based upon their observation, their assessments. So you will be able to see that these are the qualities that they are checking. But these qualities are in every human being, right? So being an officer, it is nothing but a being. That's it. You should be normal, average person. They don't want, very scholar person who is not able to run. They don't want a marathon runner who is not able to interpret his knowledge. They don't want. They just want average person. Okay. I used to sit on the last bench. That too, that one. Corner one. That was my seat for 6 years. Here, one of my friend is there. He was with me in 11th and 12th. I was very normal. I used to sit that corner. Last bench, that too corner seat. It was my seat for in engineering also. Okay. But I'll tell you why I was sitting there. Being an that corner student, teacher will be having most observation there only. Sitting there, I was in top 5 always in my engineering. So it matters what you decide something and if you do that or not. It depends on your attitude. Okay. So these are the like OLQs they look for. They are in normal human being. Okay. For example, I will give you one example of like political leader. Political leader, he will be having self-confidence. He will be having speed of decision, social activity, cooperation, sense of responsibility. It might, differ. It might differ. Power of expression, Shashi Tharoor. Okay, he is specialized in that. You don't have to be perfect in everything. You should be having, there is one proverb is there, like jack of all trades, master of none. For being a defense officer, you should be jack of all trades. Otherwise, you won't get selected. Okay, it is like that. So these are the 15 OLQs. Now, I'll tell you about the SSB procedure. Okay, shortly. And then I will tell you most important thing: how to get these qualities in our like day-to-day routine. How to prepare for SSB. That is what most important. SSB procedure, that is Services Selection Board Interview Procedure. It is of 5 days. In this, there are 2 stages, stage 1 and stage 2. On day 1, there will be like 200, 250, 80, 120, different number of people will be coming, depending on which entry you are going to. Okay? And from these people, they will shortlist some people or select some people or pre-select some people for keeping them for next 4 days. They can't keep 200 people, na? Their sanitation, their all the things, food, then their expenses. Who will bear that? It is not possible. So they will keep only 30, 40 people. Depending on the entry, they shortlist 70, 80 people also. So stage 1 procedure, that is conducted on day 1. In that, first of all, there will be one OIR test, Officers Intelligence Rating Test. It will be consisting of 2 papers. Okay, what are these 2 papers? First paper is verbal reasoning, second paper is non-verbal reasoning, or both will be combination of each other. Reasoning only, it is very easy. Mirror image, series 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like that. Those type of questions. Then mirror images, water images, what will come next. Then coding, decoding questions. So it will be there. 2 papers. So there are different sets of that. It is conducted by the sets are designed by DIPR. DIPR is known as Defense Institute of Psychological Research. So how this psychology behind the SSB works, that is decided by DIPR. Okay. So officers intelligence rating test, 2 tests, verbal and non-verbal reasoning. Different number of questions will be there. Like in one test we will be having 40, second 40, or 40, 50, 50, 50, 75, 75, 60, 60, anything. Depending on the crowd, they decide that and you will be able to attend that. Okay? First. Second, on day 1, they will show you one picture. The name of the test is PP and DT. PP means picture perception. What is your perception? What does perception means? So I'll tell you picture perception and discussion test. In picture perception, they will show you one picture that is black and white. It will be blur. Why it will be blur? There are 32 people, 40 people sitting in this room. Someone will say that yeah, there are 2 characters only. Someone will say that no, there are 4. Someone will say that there are 0 characters. It is 3. So it is different perception for creating this difference of opinion. If I want to select 10 people from 40, there should be some filter. And what is that filter? That will be difference of opinion. Okay, that's why I will blur that picture. I will do anything with that, and I will see what you people are seeing. So depending on that, I will shortlist you. So they will create difference of opinion by blurring the picture. They will show you that picture for 30 seconds. They will give you one paper. After this 30 seconds, they will give you 1 minute for filling the details of that image that you have seen. For example, take this picture. What you are able to see is one character only. It is in center. Okay, you will be having one paper. On that one box will be there. In that box, you have to assume that box is related to this scale, projector scale. And where is this character? In middle. So you will mark that character in middle of that box. Dot. Depending on male, female, and person, is, she is, or it is. Okay. You are not able to identify the gender now, right? You are not able to see eyes and all those things. So I will mark it as a P, person. If male is there, M. Female is there, F. After that, you have to write age of that character. 20, 22, 30, 40, depending upon lines and all those things on gender, then age and mood of that character. If he is laughing, some good function and all those things going on, it can be perceived as positive. Someone is crying, one accident is there, you can put it as a negative, minus, plus, minus, and if you are not able to figure out its mode, then what you will say? Neutral. You have to just mark it as a O for neutral. Okay. So these are the things. So 30 seconds for seeing the picture, 1 minute for filling these details, and one additional thing you have to mention, that is action. What is going on in this picture that you have to write. Okay. So 30 seconds for seeing the picture, 1 minute to write the details and write action, and they will give you 4 minutes now to write a story. They mentioned that you should write a story in 100 words, because as a normal human being, you will be able to write 25 words in 1 minute. So for 4 minutes, 100 words. So doesn't matter if you are writing 50, 60, 120, 140, doesn't matter. 100 is just average. Just try to write story in 10 to 12 minutes. So it will be like that. After this, they will take if 40 people have came, they will make some groups depending upon your SSB attempts, and if you are coming for the first time, second and third time, 15th time like me, they will segregate you, and they will make your groups of like 15 to 20 people, one group. In this 15 to 20 people, now they are having difference of opinion because they have all seen the picture, but it was blurred. So starting with the first candidate, they will tell you to narrate your story. So you have written that 100-word story. First person will narrate. As soon as he stops, second will start. Third, fourth, like 15th person will tell the story. Narrate the story. After that, as soon as the last person ends this narration, then there will be a group discussion. You all people, 15 people, you will be agreeing upon one thing. Like, no, there were 3 characters. Now I will give reasons. No, I have seen head-like structures 3, 2 in that corner, 1 in that corner. So I think it is 3. Someone will say that, yeah, most of us have pursued 3 characters only. So we will take 3 and we will go forward. Okay, it is like that. So now deciding the mood of the character, you will decide. Then you will decide age. Then you will decide one common theme. That is one common action. Now, if there is one picture like there are sitting arrangement is made and there is one like platform, then we can say that it was a seminar hall. Then you can think upon where is seminar hall, like that. So you should be giving reasons as I gave about Royal Enfield, okay, and you will be telling that. So all your those qualities will be seen there. Self-confidence, where it will be coming from your knowledge. Which knowledge? You are giving logical reason. Yeah, there were some sitting arrangements, there was some platform. That's why it was the scene of seminar hall. So this is confidence. Where is this coming from? From observation, from preparation. Okay. So these are the like qualities. You will be able to see that in each and every test. I will mention it afterwards. Okay. So day 1 procedure is end now. Okay. Depending on the performance of writing the story, narrating, being in a group discussion, healthy. Okay. Now, it is not just like that my story should be taken forward. No, it will not. It should be everyone's. Okay. Everyone should be agreeing on that. So, and OR test, its score, it matters. Okay, these four things, clubbing of this performance, they will make you screen in or screen out. What it means screen in and screen out? The people who are getting selected on day one, that means they are screened in. Okay, it is a screening test. Day one procedure, it is known as screening. And the people who are not able to make it on day one, they will be sent back to their home, back, like they will drop you over the station, nearest station, and you will be heading towards your home. Those are screen out people. So now they have, suppose they have selected 25 people on day one. Okay, now they will be keeping this 25 people for next 4 days in SSB. What is SSB? Service Selection Board. So there are different locations all over the India for Army, Navy and Air Force. Their boards are there. They will give you the details, how to stay here and all those things. For 4 days you will be staying there. So now day 2. What happens on day 2? So for being an officer, there are three things they check. These 15 qualities through 3 types of tests. Okay. First thing, it is karma. How do you work or how do you act? Okay, that is means as karma. Then vacha. It is how do you speak. And third one, how do you think? Okay, depending upon this, it is known as man, karma, vacha, and mansa. Okay, so in karma, they will check 15 qualities, same qualities. In vacha, they will check 15 qualities, but they are checking this 15 only, but just through 3 different ways. So on day 2, there is a mansa procedure that is known as psychological testing. Okay, in this psychological testing, there are 4 sub-tests. First one, it is TAT, Thematic Apperception Test. It is somewhat similar to PP and DT, Picture Perception, but the difference here is they will not make you write mood, gender, age. It is not needed here. Okay, you just have to see the picture, write the story. And this procedure, it will go on until 11 pictures. Okay, 30 seconds for seeing the picture and 4 minutes to write a story over it. It will be going continuously. How much minutes it makes? 11 pictures.
44 minutes.
40?
4.
No. You have to add 30 seconds also.
44.5.
You have to, 5.5 minutes. 5.5 minutes plus 44 minutes. That is 49 minutes and 30 seconds. Addition to this, they will show you one blank slide, total white, and they will tell you to write a story on that also. So this procedure for 12 pictures, it will be continuously going. So it becomes 54 minutes. Continuously you will be thinking, writing, thinking, writing, thinking, writing. Your brains will get drained. You will observe that. Some of you will go to SSB on day 2. You will give this test and you will see that I am drained totally. You will feel different. I'm coming from outside world. You will be like that. Okay. This is thematic apperception test. Second, WAT. After this, thematic apperception test overs, they will give instruction about now WAT. WAT. That is word association test. They will show you 60 words one by one continuously. One word for 15 seconds. You have to see that word. For example, they have given me word social. By seeing the social word, what do you think? Society is important. If you feel, write it. No worries. Okay. So by seeing the word, you have to write the sentence. They will give you writing material, all those things. What matters is seeing that word, taking that in mind, thinking a sentence over it, and writing it, and being ready for next word. That you have to do in 15 seconds for one word, continuously for 60 words. Okay? Chat over, write over. Now SRT. They will give you one booklet of 60 situations. For example, I will tell you one situation. I will write that you were going to morning walk and you saw one accident. You ... They will give you writing space there. You will mention your reaction over there. No reaction is right, no reaction is wrong. It is what matters, what you will do by seeing that situation. Okay? So SRT, situation reaction test, 60 situations, they will give you 30 minutes. Okay? Write continuously, write as many as you can. try to maintain quality. And last thing, SDT, that is self description test. It means ki you have to write about yourself in 5 different ways. First paragraph, what your parents think about you, you will write that. Second, what your teachers think about you. Third paragraph, what your friends think about you. Fourth paragraph, what do you think of yourself. And last paragraph, what do you want to become, what kind of person you want to become. Okay, these 5 paragraphs, they will give you 15 minutes. How much is the time you want to give for one paragraph? That is on your discretion. If you want to give time to 5 minutes for first paragraph and less time to others, it is on your total discretion, but you should be covering all these paragraphs. Okay, day 2, psychological testing over TAT, VAT, SRT and SDT. Okay, MESA factor is done. They will assess your 15 qualities through your writing, from your story, from your sentences, from your situation reaction test, and self description is for different purpose. MESA procedure is limited to these 3 things only. Okay, so now on day 2 your interview will be scheduled. It can be on day 3 also and day 4 also. So what is this interview? Now there is one form known as PIQ, Personal Information Questionnaire form. In this there will be some details of you as a person. If someone is coming to me for interview, I should be knowing his some background, na? Then only I will be able to assess him, put a judgment on him. Okay, not a judgment, but I will be able to assess him. So in that PIQ form there will be 3 details of the places. Okay, first it will be like place where you belong to, like your present place, permanent place. Then third will be most time of your life you have spent at one place. That, okay, for me like it will be different. No? For me like in my village I have spent my time more, so I will write it as like more time spending in that category. Permanent address, it is same. And present address, I might be working in my store in Bangalore, it will be my present. Okay, first thing. Second thing, they will ask your district and state, then your religion, then your date of birth, then your parents alive or not, then what is like your parents' occupation, what they do, what is their monthly income, mother, father. They will ask you about siblings. Okay, what your brother do, sister do, what job they are doing. Again, they will ask you about 3 or 4 educational institutions, that is lower secondary, higher secondary, graduation. If someone is doing his or her post graduation, they will ask you this. Their names, your grades, your pass out year, how much marks did you got, how much like which division you got, then any extracurricular or academic achievements that you have to write there. Okay, now second page of PIQ, there will be your height, weight, then if you have done your NCC, any present job you are working, or if you are having any offer letter in hand, then there will be like sports column, which type of sports you have played and when, any outstanding achievement, you will be writing year of that achievement, you will be writing I have represented district level, national level, that you will be writing. Then they will ask you about position of responsibility, role that you have played, like I was MESA committee head, I was coordinator, like that, you will be writing that. Then they will ask you about any extracurricular activities that you have done, you have attended some event, you have attended some competition, you will be able to write that. Then they will ask you about your hobbies and interests, what are your hobbies and interests, they will ask that. After that there will be one column, that is choice of service, that is if you are going for army entry, you will be writing Indian Army. Then there will be type of commission, that is SSC or PC. Depending upon the entry you are going, there will be SSC or PC. Okay, they will tell you. Comes the last column, that is like if you have attended any SSB previously, like day 1, day 2, day 1 or until the day 4. They will tell you depending upon your number of attempts. For a person like me, there is like small amount of space. My 15 attempts, it will not be getting covered in that space. So for a person like me, they give extra page. So it is like that. So humor aside, this PIQ form, interviewer will be reading this form. Okay, they will take 2 forms like this from you they will pass one form to psychologist, they will pass second form to interviewer. Depending upon that background, psychological officer, he will be having some, a background in his head, like, this person is like this. I will assess you basis upon that. Okay, based upon that. Second thing, interviewing officer. He will read your PIQ. He will make one, agenda for you. He will ask you questions. So types of questions asked in SSB interview, I will tell. Depending upon engineering or your engineering branch, they will ask you some basic questions. They will check your general knowledge. That is like over the general issues, current event happenings, national, international issues. What is happening right now in India, in world? They will ask you. Okay. It is not compulsory, but as a normal human being, we are living on Earth. We should know how monsoon works, how this sea waves work. We should be able to learn those things. We should be able to have knowledge about those things. So that's what matters. So he will ask you questions upon your place that you are coming from, your mean of transport, where you studied. He will ask you about each and every college, how you perform, any difficulties that you faced in college, any financial difficulties that you have faced. What are your physical activities that you do for being fit? He will ask you why haven't you done NCC, why you have done NCC, you are taking up any job or not, you are doing that job or not. He will ask you questions based upon this. Okay, it will be going up to 45 minutes to 2 hours, 2 or 30 minutes, depending upon the interest he is taking in you. It is not like that. If one person is giving an interview for 2 hours, he will get selected, and 45 minutes will not get selected. It is not like that. It depends on your skills that you are speaking, power of expression. It is a very important factor in an interview. So he will be asking you questions, and depending upon your answers, he will ask you cross questions. That is the most interesting part. So he will try to grill you. He will try to put pressure. In SSB, from day 1 to day 5, you will observe that you are getting pressurized, you are getting sweat. Okay, all 5 days you will be having some pressure. Sometimes it will be like time pressure in our psychological test. Sometimes your hands will be hurting after writing this psychological test for 2 hours. How much minutes for TAT? 54. For VAT, 15 minutes. Okay. For one word, 15 seconds. 15 seconds into 60 words. 600 seconds. That means? Yeah. After that, SRT 30 minutes, and for SED 15 minutes. So all this is for 2 hours. You will get drained. Okay, mentally, and your hand too. After that, in interview, he will be asking you questions. He will be looking at you with aggression. He will be looking at you, with strictness. He will maintain some formal environment over there. But he will make you feel relaxed, and he will take everything out of your head. The things you don't want to mention, you will tell him. The things you wanted to mention, you will forget them. Okay? So it is like checking of your presence of mind. It is like that. Okay? So there will be a pressure of that formality. He will be speaking like your father. It is a tip key. You should be able to convey him those things that you are able to tell your father. Okay? If you drink, you should not tell him. He will question. Okay? There are many people who have said that, yes sir, I do smoke, I do drink. He will ask you about your girlfriend also, boyfriend also. How is your relationship going on? What are the difficulties that you are facing? What you have decided about the future path? He will ask you everything. He will make you feel relaxed, and he will take the information that he wants to take out. Okay? So 45 minutes to 2 hours. My minimum interview timing, it was 20 minutes. He made me out in only 20 minutes. In that attempt, I did not perform well in the interview. That's why I was out recently in July, July 2022. And my most, most time that I have given my interview, it was of 2 hours and 10 minutes. That's one in May 2022 when I got selected for Air Force. But it was not like that. He is not able to figure it out. I was having much and more information to tell him about my life, and he was happy listening that. So it went for 2 hours only. Okay? And being a defense aspirant, the interviewing officer will be of rank either colonel, group captain, wing commander. Group captain, wing commander, these are Air Force ranks. If you are going in army, he will be rank of colonel. That means he has given 20 years of his service for this country. So before entering that room, you should feel motivated that I am getting a chance to speak up with the person who has led in army, navy, air force for 20 plus years. Okay, so it is a privilege. So everyone in your college or in your class, we should go to SSB for realizing how I am standing, how do I stand in a crowd, how do I represent my district, place, all these things. So feel good about it. It will be an interaction. It will not be assessment. For him, it will be assessment, but for you, it should be interaction. The way you interact, he will ask you questions, and you just talk with him. You just don't feel burdened which answer I will give. Okay. Many people who don't know about current knowledge, current affairs issues, they get selected. Why? They are having confidence, they are having truthfulness. Sir, I don't know about this topic. I will try to find it out later. That's it. If you don't know anything, just say it directly. Don't hide your emotions, feelings. Don't lie. Most important thing, don't lie there. Otherwise, you are clear cut out. Because I tell you why that matters afterwards. So, interview part is over. Okay? It will be conducted on day 2 after your psychological testing, or day 3 or day 4 also. So, day 3 and day 4, these are reserved for, third factor. How do I act? That is GTO, group testing. Okay? For the GTO task, they will make you, perform in groups. That I have shortlisted 25 people on day 1. So, I will make 3 groups depending upon the how many assessors I do have in my board. And for this 18 people group, now the next activities will be going on. So in GTO there are 9 activities mainly get conducted on day 1 of GTO, that is day 3 of your SSB, and day 2 of GTO, that is day 4 of your SSB. On day 1, he will be starting with group discussion. He will give you 2 topics. He will give you 3 leads over one topic. Like I will tell how India can become superpower. Okay, first I will give you the lead by doing good in health sector, by doing good in defense sector, by doing good in government policies. Okay, these 3 leads. He might think that government policies that I can speak. He might think that on health sector I can speak. So depending upon these 3 leads, your discussion will be going on for 15 minutes, around 15 minutes. Second GD, he will be giving only you one topic. Okay, first time he has given choice. He will give you 2 topics, 3 leads, and he will tell you to select one topic and go with that for 15 minutes. Now he will write down some things and his assessment part. That is, we are not concerned. Second thing, second GD, he will give you one topic only, and you will be proceeding with that topic only. 2 tasks are over of day 1. Third task, there will be PGT, Progressive Group Task. Many of you are from mechanical background, right? So you will be having understanding over the concept of support and fulcrum. Cantilever, yeah. So they will make some structures there. On that structures there will be different colors: white color, blue color, and red color. So by using those structure, they will give you some helping material as a plank. Plank means pali. Okay. Then fatta. That means plank and fatta is same. Then balli. We can call it a bamboo. Okay. And rassi, dori. Okay. Using these 3 things, making the structures, support, fulcrum, make bridges, cross those structures. This is a type of activity. In this, you will be having 4 levels of tasks. PGT. Okay. Level 1, 2, 3, 4. Level 1 is easy. 2 is comparatively difficult. Third is most difficult. That's what I feel. And fourth one, it will be lenient. More tough than 2, but less tough than 3. Okay. 4 levels. As a team, you have to cross. So you will be giving ideas there. We will implement this, we will do this, we will do that. So depending on that, you should be proceeding. Okay, as a team, as a group. It is not like only one person is giving ideas, one person is like shut. No, I don't want that person. I want a person who is being shut also, giving ideas also, doing things also, taking group forward also, being a team player, not a leader. I don't want a leader. Okay, I'll be seeing is factor 2, social adaptability. I know one better idea than you, but I'm being rude and I'm telling my idea. Do I have a chance of recommendation? No. So, being human, as I said, okay? Social adaptability, cooperation, and sense of responsibility. Sense of responsibility, where it comes in a GTO, there will be some rules that you have to follow. As a group, you have to cross from first thing that this is the level 1 starting line, finish line. He will tell the rule like ki after last person covers finish line, then only you proceed to level 2. If like I am taking the plank and I am just going forward, I am not seeing like last person of my team has came up or not. So there comes a sense of responsibility. Okay? So it was a PGT. So we are done with the 3 tasks: GD1, GD2, PGT, progressive group task. After that, there will be one test. It is named as GOR. It named as group obstacle race, or it is known as snake race also. In that, there will be a tent that will be rolled up. Okay? So it will be in the shape of snake. As a team, I have to carry that. I have to cross 6 obstacles. I will not be show you obstacles here, but if you go home and just search GOR, you will be able to see those obstacles. Okay? So in group obstacles, what they see, there will be also some rules. In GTO task, in each and everything, you have some rules. Okay? Yeah, I have made one mistake. GD1, GD2. After that happens GPE. Okay? PGT I have explained, that is the 4th. Keep it at a number 4. For number 3, there is a GPE, or we can call it a MPE also. GPE means group planning exercise. That means they will show you one, wooden platform. On that there will be some paintings made of like home, bridges, rivers, like that. There will be some problems introduced in that. We can call it, imaginary village, imaginary area. As a group, you have to solve those issues. Okay? What actions you will take, that you have to write. Okay? After that, there will be one narrative, one A4 size page. He will be reading the problems that are mentioned. After that, he will give narrative to each person. Not only one narrative, there will be 7 to 8 narratives. He will give one to each person, and you will be able to, read the problem. So keep the things in mind. What are the problems that I have to solve and all those things. After that, he will give you 10 minutes to write up the solution of that problem. Okay, whatever you want to write, just write. Then after writing, he will take writing material back and he will tell you to discuss. Now, here comes filter. That one I told. That is creating difference of opinion. I give a narrative to everyone. So solving the problem, it can be in a different ways. Okay, it will not be in a one way. Okay, so for solving this problem, we will be having different opinions. As me, I will be having some different. As you people, individual opinions are different. So I will write them. And in GD, he will see that who is cooperating, who is showing cooperation, who is having sense of responsibility, who is showing social adaptability. I will tell. Okay. So you will be proceeding with a group discussion. As a group of 8 people, you will be giving your points, logic. We will solve this problem in this way, that way. We will cover this distance by cycle, by taking lift this distance. It is like that. Okay. Discussion will be around of 10 or 15 minutes. Then one of the person from your group, that is commonly nominated from your group, he will go in front. He will take the pointer stick will be like this size. He will be taking a pointer and he will tell assessor and to your group also that what is the way of solving the problems that we have decided. Okay, you will tell that. After that, that activity is over. So GD1, GD2, GPE. Okay, 4th one was PGT that I explained. Support fulcrum, bridging, crossing the structures as a group. Level 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5th, that is GOR, group obstacle race. In that, as a team, you will be crossing 6 obstacles. Okay. So here you will be competing against other teams, that other groups we have made. We were having 25 people. So I have made group 8, 8 and 9. So these three groups will be standing at the same time. They will be having their snakes, and you as a team will compete. So what they will see? They will see that your cooperation, how you are performing in a team, how you are contributing. Okay, that matters. So that is group obstacle race. As I have mentioned, go to home and just search group obstacle race. That is most fun time activity, like funny activity there. Okay. So after that, there will be HGT, half group task. Okay. In half group task, now you were having 8 people in your group. for this one particular task, that is half group, he will divide your group in half part. Okay. If there are 9 people, he can make odd even. If there is 8 people, he will tell even odd. Also, he will be joking with you. He will tell, you 4 tall people from one side. Anything. Okay. It is the part of assessment. You will be figure it out later. That you don't have to figure it out now. Why he separates group. Okay. So in half group task, there will be only one level of PGT. In PGT, we were having 4 levels. In HGT, only one level, half group task. Okay. As a group of those 4 members, you will solve that. That's it. GR over, half group over. Now, last task of day 1 of GTO, and last task of day 1 of GTO. That is lecturing. There will be one card, okay, of this the duster size. Okay. On that 4 topics will be written. That level of difficulty of those topics, it will be like first topic it will be easy, social media, cursor. After that, second topic it will be somewhat difficult. Third difficult, fourth difficult. So it doesn't matter which topic you choose. What matters is how you are speaking that topic for 3 minutes. Okay. First person will go pick one cheat. He will go prepare for 3 minutes. Come back, give his lecture. While he is giving his lecture, person behind him in the chest number like 21 is giving the lecture, 22 will be going, picking up card. This process will be continuing up for 78 people, lecture over. Okay. After that, day 1 of GTO is over. Now, day 4 of day 4 of SSB, that is day 2 of your SSB, GTO. It will be having only 3 tasks. First task, individual obstacles. There will be 10 obstacles that should be tackled by you in 3 minutes. Same procedure as lecture. While one is performing the task, others will be facing opposite side of him. You will not disturb him. After 2 minutes and 30 seconds, he will ring bell. You will get to know that yes, I have now 30 seconds left. So you will finish the task. And this bell is for next candidate also. For knowing my turn has came, I should go and start in the front. Stand in the front of obstacle that I will be starting with. Okay. 10 obstacles, 3 minutes, 2 minutes 30 seconds. There will be a bell, and after 3 minutes, he will say no. After 2 minutes 30 seconds, he will say next. And after 3 minutes, he will say, he will blow the whistle or tap the bell. Okay. So, first task of the day 2 of GTO is over. Second task is command task. In command task, you will be called alone. Okay. You will be solving one issue, and that is PGT like structure. Okay. What that will be? He will be telling you call 2 subordinates for your help and solve this structure. Okay. So, you might have observed that in PGT, HGT, you were in a group. One idea that you wanted to convey it in a group. But in command task, you are the commander. What you will say, that will happen. Okay. So, that is like command task. You have to solve only one. In PGT, there are 4 levels. In command task, 1 level only. As a group, helping material is same. Hatavalli and Rasti. Okay. So, now command task is over. After that, the last task of your GTO, day 2 and also day 4 of your SSB, it is FGT, final group task. Okay, the final group task, 1 level, same as PGT, only 1 level, but as a whole group. Again, you will be in a group of 8 people. So, you will be doing that support, fulcrum, and cantilever, that thing. Okay, so you might have observed that in GTO, there are 3 types of tasks. First, GD and GP, it was of same category, and lecture it was also of same category. Okay. Second task, it was related to giving ideas, solving obstacles. And third, competing against other group, that is group obstacle race. Okay. So day 4 procedure is over now. I'll have some water. Just give me a minute. Karma Vacha Mansa, all the assessment is over. Okay, now on day 5, these 4 days there will be in civil dress, obviously formals, but civil dress. Okay, on day 5 there will be a conference. What conference do like tells us in conference our 3 assessors will be coming. Like my psychology officer, then my GTO, my interview. Okay. All the officers of that board, they will be sitting in a horseshoe magnet, U type. Okay. And one candidate after another, you will be entering the conference hall. They will ask you some normal questions, and they will, wish you goodbye. And what they see in conference. Now I'll tell. Depending upon your performance in 4 days, they will discuss you there. Like as a psychological officer, I will say that test number 20, for example, he is lazy. Okay, I will say this. Now interview will also say, yes, I have heard his routine. Yeah, he is lazy. Okay. G2 will also say, yeah, he was not lifting the load and he was like that. He is lazy. I also agree on that fact. Okay, being lazy is not negative thing, but as an assessor, we all three have agreed on one quality. Okay, that the candidate is lazy. Okay, then that means the candidate is being truthful. I will select him. So based upon this 15 OLQs, if I am saying that yes, he has effective intelligence, he has stamina, he has courage. Okay, all the three assessors saying that yes, he has these qualities. Okay, then I will select you. If not, if one assessor is saying no, you don't have determination, I have seen that his routine is just normal, he is not showing any motivation, he is not working hard, I will not select. Stamina. To interviewer, you are saying that sir, I do run 10 kilometers, but in psychology you are showing that you were chasing some goons. For example, in that picture or in SRT, there was one situation like chasing of goons. You did not ran behind the goons. You just waited for bus to come and then you went behind them. So you are contradicting yourself. Psychological assessor is saying that no, he is not runner type, he is not athletic type. But interview is saying so you lied there. At least in writing only or two interviewer. So they will not select you. It should be like same in all the three. It is like that. Now on day 5 they will be in uniform. Okay. So entering the conference room itself, it is an very motivational thing. At least to me, they will be in uniform, like officers of the rank, major, lieutenant colonel, colonel, and brigadier. Sometimes major general also. Okay. Some people in this room have faced major general also. Okay. Major general means fourth most highest rank. Okay. He will be a star officer. So it is like that. They will be in uniform. They will not make you feel nervous or else. They will make you feel comfortable. Don't worry about that. Okay. But being a defense aspirant and entering the room, the life that you want to, possess, that they are already possessing. 13 years, 15 years, 20 years. So they will ask you normal questions. There are 3 different things that they found about you. This is an adequate candidate. This is an inadequate candidate, and this is a barely adequate candidate. Okay. Inadequate candidates are clear cut out. Barely adequate candidates, they will ask you some different type of question in conference. Okay. For example, you are lagging in speed of decision. Okay. As a candidate, you entered the room. I will ask you the questions about speed of decision. I will ask, okay, tell me how much you run. I will say 10 kilometers. I will ask him, what is the timing? I will say 50 minutes. So tell me what is your speed per kilometer, kilometer per hour. Tell me. Okay. So it will be like that. It will be around 12 kilometers per hour. Okay. 10 kilometers in 50 minutes. That means in 5 minutes you will be covering 1 kilometer. That becomes 12 kilometers per hour. So they will be asking you questions depending upon that factor. If your social adaptability is lagging, then they will ask you. Suppose Akash, you are in a company and there is some issue going on with your boss and your second boss, and you are seeing that your team performance is not being good there. As an employee, what you will do? So he is checking my social adaptability. It is not like I will take my boss side, I will take my second boss side. No. As a person, you should be neutral. So he will be checking those type of qualities. Okay. Now I have told you about the day 5, day 1 to day 5, all the procedure. Now how to inculcate these qualities in your daily routine, so that being prepared for going for SSB. As I have mentioned you, don't prepare for SSB. Be good in your life. What is being good in your life? Having a job, है ना? Being financially stable, having good academic achievements, taking participation in sports. You have good ground, okay? Running, being fit, traveling, trekking. These are different types of activities, okay? Like suppose as one person who is going to gym also, in morning he is doing running also. He will be interacting with two types of categories. One people who are gymming, one on ground. So this person, he will be dynamic. He will be able to adjust anywhere. Okay. If you are going on a trekking, you will meet many different people from many different areas of Maharashtra. I don't know, international also. Okay. So have exposure of different things in your life. Do cycling, do running, do gymming. Go to competitions, attend events, give seminars, prepare for everything. It should be like key collective performance of all the things. It will make your personality. Effective intelligence, where it will be coming from? Effective intelligence, it gets assessed in this calculative questions. Kilometers per hour, how much kilometers you will run in hour. It is like that, meter per second. He will ask you the questions based upon that also. It comes in. Then our officer's intelligence rating test directly comes in EI. Then reasoning ability, again in this one, officer intelligence rating test. Then in PGT, HGT, CT and FGT, you are giving ideas how you are tackling the issue. In GPA, how did you solve the issue? Okay, it comes that reasoning ability. Organizing ability, you are having rope, plank, bully in hand. Did you utilize it properly or not? You were having 10 minutes of time for writing the GP. Did you utilize it or not? After that, power of expression. You are speaking in a lecturate. You are talking with an interviewing officer. You are having interaction. There comes power of expression. Okay. Social activity cooperations that I have seen in GTO. Sense of responsibility that I have seen if you are doing a job or not. Did you follow the rule in a good testing or not? Then, from where sense of responsibility can be seen in psychology? Yeah, there was one situation, there was one auto puncture, or there was one accident. Did you help him or not? There comes the sense of responsibility. Initiative, as a PGT, no one was leading. You went inside, you gave ideas, you grabbed your team together, and then you went. It is initiative. Self-confidence. You decided to do one thing, then you proceeded. That is self-confidence. Speed of decision. Likewise, stamina, where I will be seeing that mental stamina in psychology. Like he is writing his first story of 15 lines and his 12th story is of 10 lines. That means he is dreaming. Okay, it should be consistent. Okay. Then again, courage. There were some individual obstacles that I have mentioned, or group obstacle race. In those obstacles, tackling, you will be climbing some height. You will be either jumping, sliding, coming down from a rope. Your legs are shaking or not. Your hands are shaking or not. You are jumping or not. You are taking time to jump or not. You are looking like that. It comes your courage, stamina, determination. In individual obstacles, suppose there is one task that is, you are doing that again and again. Still, you are not able to do that. Then you just leave that task, you complete other tasks, then you came back again for that task and you completed. That shows your determination. So all the 15 qualities they will see in Karma, Vacha and Mansa, all the 3 tests. Now how to inculcate these qualities? As I have told, power of expression. Go to seminars, go attend lectures, give PowerPoint presentations to, in your class, in seminars, in your practicals. Organizing ability. First write down the things that you have. I do have a job, I do have books, I do have good physique, like that. So work on it. Okay? Reasoning ability and effective intelligence, it comes from real life experiences. Help people. If someone is having accident, help him. If someone wants to go to Sangli or travel to some place, just search over the internet, find out all the travel modes, options available, and tell him that. So what you are doing, you are educating yourself in different types of areas. It is not like here OLQs should be one person only. As I have told you, these are the simple qualities that one human being should possess. Knowing current affairs knowledge, what this say? It is telling me that I'm having, some sense of responsibility. As a person, I know what is global warming. Okay, it is like that. So now, hard factor, social adaptability, like be in a team, a sports team, or being in like NCC type of thing, or this MESA committee. It is also sense of responsibility. Social adaptability comes from there. Cooperation, talk with different type of people, not just top your class. Go to CSC department, electrical department. Their committees will be there. Your one, national level event, vision, right? Vision, right? It is of all college and it is a national level event. So as a different departments, you will be working together to organize that event. From it can be developed. Initiative, go in a class, inculcate some good activity for your class. Inculcate good routine. Self-confidence, where it comes from. If I am having knowledge over the, like, for example, take topic India-US relationships. Okay, so I'll be knowing what is the trade relations, what is the defense relations, what is currency exchange, money exchange, all those things. I will be knowing that, and if I know that, I will tell that knowledge to anyone in this world. I can, So from preparation, self-confidence will come. Now speed of decision. Go attend different types of activities. Speed of decision, it can be developed by playing sports. Suppose you are playing Kho-Kho, you are diving at the right point of time or not. Sprinting, long distance running, go attend marathons, cyclothons, like that. Ability to influence the group. Have logic with you, have knowledge with you, have experience with you. Then only based upon those reasons or solutions, you will be able to convey your point of view to other person, to other group. Otherwise, you won't listen to you. So try to get engaged in those type of activities. Liveliness, where it comes from. Like I'll tell you, okay, on like if I'm running 20 kilometers right now, I'll be going and sitting in front of interviewing officer. Suppose I'm sitting like this only, okay, for 1 hour. What that says? Yes, I'm being consistent and I do have some mental stamina. If you are doing too much of gestures, no, it will say that you are having strained expression. Like for expressing one thing, you are taking help of your mouth also, you are raising your eyebrows also, you are intensifying that thing. What this eyebrow thing tell you? I'm being normal. What this tell you? I'm intensifying something. So I'm taking help of my mouth, eyebrows. And if I am, gesturing, sir, there is one cylinder, 2 pistons, it comes forward and backward, So I'm telling that by gestures. Don't do too much gestures, it shows strained expression. So I was taking help of 3 different things to express my point of view. It should not be like that. Should only one thing, your words. Okay? Convey it in such a way he will be able to figure it out. Okay? So it is power of expression. Where were we? Liveliness. So I sat there for 1 hour. Suppose I am giving lecture, I am standing in front of you. Okay? For 3 minutes I spoke. Then I went back like this and sat on my chair. It shows that I was not comfortable at that point. I wanted to go and sit on my chair. After giving interview, I am standing up and I am going in a fast way. That shows I did not want to sit there. So my mental stamina is low. They will be figuring out those type of things from such small activities. Enter the conference room and exit the conference room with same pace, same walking distance, same confidence. Okay? So liveliness. From this running, I was telling you, from only running, how you can improve yourself. This is just an example. As I told, for 2 hours I will be writing. Okay? If you are able to run 21 kilometers, you will be able to write each and everything that you want in these 2 hours. Your brains will not get drained. Okay? It is like that. It is just knowing your potential. What is inculcating this quality? Knowing your potential. That is self-awareness. Ask yourself, what are the right things I do? What are the wrong things I do? Okay? And take out the time for figuring out your weaknesses and just remove them. Suppose you are not waking up early, that will go against you. Okay? Not for a short period of time, but think that you are having a habit of waking up late at consider it 8 a.m. and suppose your semester end examinations are there. On that day, what you will do? You will be awake for whole night. You will be doing night study. You know, you will not feel good in examination. What matters is your performance also. Doesn't matter you have studied for months or hours or minutes. Doesn't matter. It matters is performance in that test, in that 1 hour. For being good for that 1 hour, you should be having your mental stamina also, your general knowledge, your knowledge over that topic also, and having a good health, physical condition. Suppose I got engaged in one accident due to my less sense of responsibility. I will not be able to write in exam. How? I will be in hospital. So these all the factors and all the qualities are interlinked to each other. So do follow such a routine in that you are removing your weaknesses. Okay. So be good in your life. You will do definitely good in SSB. Don't worry. It is just assessment. We people, I am a recommended candidate by SSB selection board. I am not a different. I am human being. Yeah. Okay. Many of us, many of you know that I hail from a very rural background. Okay. So make your weaknesses your strength points, strong points. Okay. If I am coming from a village, then so I am able to stand in front of you, speak with you for hours. Okay. He will think that, yeah, he is different. He came from rural background. Until 10th, he was having Marathi medium. In 11th, 12th, he switched to English, but still he is having good marks in boards. So he is determined person. Okay. Are you able to see that? Determination. Then, which factor? Yeah. So these are the types of events in your life that are related to this activity. So always do adequate things, not right, not wrong. Ask yourself like, is this right for me or not? And then do that thing. So improve yourself in all the areas. Okay. Just don't have weaknesses. Show your strong motivation. And I'll tell you one thing. Take it as good or bad. If you get selected or not, it doesn't matter. I can guarantee you one thing. You'll be a good person, a good human being with these qualities. Go to 2 SSBs and then see changes in yourself. Okay, just observe this. In anywhere in this world, any interview you attend, you will not improve yourself. But for this, you will improve yourself. Okay, you get selected or not, doesn't matter. You will be a different person at the end of your preparation. Either you get selected or not. At the end of your preparation, end of your result of your SSB, you will be a good person. And that's what matters in our life. Okay, being a good. So these are about SSB, marking, how to inculcate these qualities. Now some general questions from your side. I will tell you some in 5 minutes short intro about where are the SSB boards, how do they conduct, how to travel, like these things. Things are important, right? So I started giving SSB. My first SSB was on 3rd January 2021. Okay, 3rd day of New Year. New Year after COVID, and I got screened out on that day. Okay, screened out. On day 1 I got out. I was with one of my friends and he told me yeah, this is a bad thing, right? Getting screened out. But it happened on 3rd day only. You are still having 362 days in your hand. So it is good for you. So this level of optimism is needed in your life. So now I'll tell you where are the boards. For Army there are 4 places. There are SSB boards. Okay. First, Selection Center South, SCS, Bangalore. There are 2 boards, 17 SSB, 24 SSB. 17 SSB means they will be having separate assessors, 24 SSB, separate assessors. Okay, 2 boards. 1 selection center, 2 boards. Okay, Bangalore. Second, Selection Center Central, SCC, Bhopal. Okay, there are 3 boards, 20, 21 and 22 SSB. Okay, 3 Army boards. 2 over. Selection Center East, Allahabad. That is Prayagraj. It comes in UP, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, there are 5 boards, 5 Army boards. Okay, 11 SSB, 14 SSB, 18 SSB, 19 SSB, 34 SSB. These numbers, they don't have any logic. Don't try to find that. So these 5 boards. Okay, at one place only, that is Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. And last one, Selection Center North. It was in Kapurthala until October end, but it has now shifted to Jalandhar. Do you know Jalandhar? Yuvraj Singh belongs from there. Okay, so these 4 boards: Selection Center South, Selection Center Central, East and North. There is not SCW, Selection Center West. Don't try to find out that. Okay. So how many boards? Bangalore 2, Bhopal 3, Allahabad 5, and Kapurthala 2, 31 and 32. So 12 SSB boards for army are there. Okay. Now for navy, there was one board before, Coimbatore, but it has not, like right now it is not functional. So for navy there are Kolkata, okay. Second, NSB Vizag 2. Third one, it is in the same campus as army boards are in Bangalore. Okay. So selection center south, it consists of 2 army boards, 1 navy board. Okay. Then selection center central, then we were having 3 army boards. Along with them, we are having 1 navy board also there. Bhopal. Okay. In Kolkata and Visakhapatnam, only navy boards are there. Nothing else. In Bhopal, 3 army boards, 1 navy board. In Bangalore, 2 army boards, 1 navy board. Now, the thing comes of Air Force. Air Force is totally different. SSB of Navy and Army, it is called SSB. Of Air Force, it is called as AFSB, Air Force Selection Board. Okay. Procedure is totally same. Nothing different. Okay. Don't worry about that. And so there are 5 boards for Air Force. 1 AFSB. Here with Air Force there is one logic with number. Okay. 1 AFSB, there are 2. It got opened, I don't know, in like 1960s or like that. From that time, it is like right now also functional. 1 AFSB, Dehradun. Okay, Uttarakhand. Second, 2 AFSB, Mysore. Okay, Mysore, Karnataka. 120 kilometers from Bangalore. Third, 3 AFSB, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. From it all started and ended here for me. Okay. 4 AFSB, Varanasi. And 5 AFSB, Guwahati. It is in that part of India, northeastern part. So these are the like some general information. Now, for medical point of view and any SSB related doubts, now we will be having doubt clearance session, and then yeah, any doubts now.
Sir, here